I remember during COVID lockdown when I was 16, I was lying on my bed. I was laying there watching YouTube and I saw this video come up called The Perfect Workout Routine for Losing Weight. Something like that. I don't remember specifically what it said. And after watching that video, after years of doing nothing, of inactivity, I decided to take action. And I actually wrote down my own workout plan using HIIT. And in just 1 year from watching that video, I lost over 40 pounds. And I didn't realize it at the time, but that video quite literally changed my life. And the decision that I made that day to make a workout plan and to actually start going to the gym, that decision changed my life forever. And it was probably the most important decision that I've ever made. And in that small moment, after I watched the video, I had a clear vision, I had a clear goal, and a clear mission. And in this video, I will give you easy, effective, and new methods that are pretty much unheard of that took me over 3 years to learn. And what I'm about to show you is going to give you the leverage to change your life. 3 years ago, I was in my room lying on my bed. I didn't look the way that I wanted. I wasn't doing the things that I wanted. And I procrastinated on anything that I actually did want to do anyways. And I didn't know how to free myself from the pain of wasting time. I knew that I had to do something, but I didn't know where to start. And so if you take action on what I'm about to teach you, it's going to change your life. So right now, get something to write on and write this down. Today, I will implement these new habits. And keep that paper nearby because we will be using it soon. Reading normally is a thing of the past, and this new method that I'm about to give you takes reading to another level. Throughout my self-improvement journey, I learned that reading was an amazing way to learn new things. And it also allowed me to see the world in a new perspective. So I actually started reading every single day. And after doing this for a while, I realized that I could be so much more effective in reading. So I developed this new method that allowed me to read much more effectively and efficiently. This new method allowed me to retain the same amount of information, but in much less time. So I could literally take that extra time and do other productive things with it. I call this new method the SES method, and this is exactly how to do it. The S stands for scan, and what you do is scan over the text as quickly as you can while still understanding what you're reading. The E stands for explain. After scanning, explain what you read in your own words and write it down in your journal. And the S stands for summarize. After you explain what you read, summarize it into a few sentences. And this method only works if you use all three of those steps in that order. And if you want a deeper understanding, I'm going to make a full video just on using the SES method so that you can increase your reading capabilities and effectiveness. And once that video is complete, I'm going to put it in the link in the description down below. So check it out. I remember when I was a teenager and I had trouble focusing on what anybody would say. I remember I would literally daydream in school instead of paying attention because I didn't know how to increase my focus and I was too distracted by my phone. And so I thought that was just the way that it was. It wasn't until 2 years ago when I found out about this new habit that didn't only increase focus, but it had a bunch of other benefits. And those benefits include increased blood flow and better mental health. The thing that I like most about this habit is that it takes 10 minutes and it dramatically increased my awareness, my mental health, and my focus. And so I developed a new way of increasing the effectiveness of this method. And I call it the CMB protocol. And I do it every single morning. And this is exactly how to do it. The C stands for cold. What you do is expose yourself to the cold. This can be a cold shower or a splash of water to your face. And cold exposure has been proven to wake up the body and increase focus. After you do your cold exposure, you go to a quiet place and then you meditate. And after meditating for 5 to 10 minutes, you do another 5 minutes of breathing exercises. This ensures that your body is fully oxygenated, that you also got the cold exposure and the meditation. So after you do this protocol, the amount of focus you have is insane. And so if you want to learn more about this incredible protocol for focus, I'm going to put a link in the description down below. I really enjoy keeping track of my thoughts, ideas, goals, and my mission. And there's a lot of different ways to do this. And I remember before I found out about this habit, my mind would always be racing. There were so many thoughts going around in my head that it was hard to actually be present and in the moment. And it was also just hard to be natural in my own element. This habit isn't only great for keeping track of thoughts, it's also great for keeping track of goals, missions, gratitude, just pretty much anything you can think of. And this form of journaling is far superior to just writing things down aimlessly. So this is the 3-step method that I use for journaling. And this method is called the 1-2-3 method, and this is exactly how you can do it. Write 1 sentence to describe how your day went. Write 2 new things that you learned today. And write 3 things that you're grateful for. And it's so simple, but this method is easy to remember and it's super effective. And it's very effective at hitting all the main points of journaling. I remember a few years ago when I used to wake up at 2 p.m. because I would stay up the night before playing video games until 4 a.m. When I woke up on these days, I would literally turn on my Xbox, and as my Xbox was starting up, I would leave my room, go to the kitchen, and grab highly processed food, chips, soda, sweets. I'd bring it back to my room and eat it there. And after that, I would play video games for literally the rest of the day. And so if this sounds like your life, I want you to know that there is hope. You can change and you have the potential to do so much more than you think. If you're looking to change your habits, you want to do so much more with your life. I have a school community in which I teach highly advanced techniques and habits, and also advanced techniques on finding your purpose. And I'm going to put it in the link in the description down below. So make sure to check that out. And I know that program will change your life forever. My name's Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions.